Hey guys, and welcome back to the Self-Love Mobility Series. Today, we're diving back into our hips, and this time we're going to be working the entire hip girdle in every direction, lengthening and strengthening, okay? This is probably one of my favorite ones that we're going to be doing, but we're actually not going to be doing more of the mobility component, which is including pails, wheels type work. It's just really more about just moving the joint with all its ranges of motion and adding strength to that length. Okay, are you ready? Meet me down on the beat. Okay, so we're going to start off in quadruped, just doing our hip chorus to warm up. Are you ready? Bring that left knee to chest. Open up abduction. Internally rotate. Donkey kick up toward the ceiling and back down. Reverse that motion. Donkey kick up. Open up by hydrant. Maintain that height. Bring that knee all the way to your chest and down. Okay. Ready? Bringing that knee towards your chest as much as you can. Open up by hydrant. Internally rotate. Donkey kick up toward the ceiling and bring that knee back down. Reverse that motion, donkey kick back up. Open up, hydrant, maintain that height, and bring that knee back down. Alright, from this position, we're just going to step our left foot towards the front of our mat, bringing our palms in line with our foot. And when you're ready, so on that back leg, you should come into a really nice hip flexor stretch, right? So from here, holding that, and if you want, you can actually shift this left foot even forward to give you a deeper stretch, right, in the hip flexor area. And from here, we're gonna go for reps, right? We're gonna increase length in our quadriceps muscles, but we're also going to be strengthening our hamstrings. So when you're ready, we're going to come into a hinge, right, on that right leg. Hinging there, squeezing those hamstrings. Really trying to bring that heel towards our glute as much as possible. And back down. Okay, so as, of course, you bring your heel to your glute, you are lengthening those quadriceps more. Alright, so there's that strength stretch component that I was talking about. So when you're ready, let's go for reps. Let's go. 1. Go. 2. Squeeze at the top. Really try and force out as much of that hamstring curl as much as possible at the top. 4. 5. Let's go. And as you find you're relaxing more and you gain more range, inch this foot more forward so you can get more of that deeper stretch, because as you're working this, right, this contraction in your hamstring and you're lengthening that quadricep, when you relax it, you get that little refractory period of rest within the muscle spindle. So that allows you to gain just a little bit more range of motion, okay? So take advantage of that and just inch this left foot forward more, right? And sink deeper into that stretch. 8, 9, squeeze, 10. Nice. Holding that position, don't come out yet. Don't come out yet. So you're going to come onto the tippies of your fingers, or just really a more pushed up position. From this point on, all we're going to do is just drop our left knee down towards the side of our mat. Right, so we're opening up our adductors, opening up that inner thigh. Alright? And you want to actively engage your external rotators to be able to bring that foot, to bring that knee down towards the ground as much as possible. Okay, so again, going for reps here. Ready? Let's go. Drop it down. Try not to compensate. Don't twist and turn your upper body or anything else. Just really isolate and feel that engagement in those external rotators of the hip. Feeling that stretch deep in those glutes. Holding that for 1. Come back down. Squeeze. Find that endpoint. Find that endpoint. Find that endpoint. Come back up. Back down again. Find that endpoint, and back up. Let's go. Find that endpoint, really squeeze that out, and back down. Remember, you're still sunken deep into into that flexor stretch on the right side. Right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push it down and back. Let's go. Down. Squeeze, really fight to get it more of that stretch. Really try and find more of that fascial pull in those glutes. Last one. Hold in that position. All I want you to do is to brace. You're going to brace your torso, engage your core, and you're going to lift your left foot off the ground. Kick it out. As if you're doing a hip car, and bring it back to meet the other one. Ready? Bringing that right foot all the way to the front of your mat. Okay, finding your first passive block. I'm actually going to switch direction here just so it's a different vantage point. So we're in our position here. Again, bringing it as far as you can, really getting that deep stretch in that left hip flexor muscle. And then we're going to go for reps here on that hamstring curl at the back. When you're ready, let's go. Bringing that heel toward glutes as much as possible, squeezing at the top, really trying to get as much of it as we can. As that muscle relaxes, inch this right foot forward, sink deeper into that hip flexor stretch. Again, bringing that heel towards your glute as much as you can. Squeeze, 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 and rest. Again, heel towards the glute as much as you can. Up, 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 and rest. Let's go. Heel towards the glute as much as you can. Up, 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 and rest. And here you want to employ you to add in your irradiation that I mentioned the other day. Just from my recovery standpoint, there's not much. I'm doing more of a flow style, not much radiation. All I'm doing is I'm engaging right here as I squeeze towards that glute as much as possible. But I want you to spill that tension all throughout the rest of your body as much as you can. Ready? Let's go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. And back down. Okay, 3 more. Let's go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really feeling that. As you come down, inch that foot forward, sink even deeper towards the ground. Feel that stretch in the hams and that hip flexor on the left. Okay, last one. Squeeze, fight for it to come as close to your glute as much as possible. And rest. Hold in that position. Bring your arms up so you're higher up with your torso. And then just drop that right knee up towards the ground as much as possible. Feeling that torsion, feeling that pull deep within that hip socket and glutes. And come back up. Drop it. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Really engage those external rotators, right? Actively feel that glute engage as it wants to open up that hip and bring it down towards the mat as much as possible. Let's go. Open up, open up, open up, and open up. Squeeze and really squeeze at the end, holding that, feeling that deep, deep pull. And relax. You got it. Let's go. 5 more. Open up, open up, open up, open up, open up. Hold it all the way to the ground. Really intentionally hold it down towards the ground. Back up. Ready? Again. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Feeling that deep pull. So deep. So deep. And come back up. Twice more, guys. You're doing good. Open up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. This area of discomfort is where we actually cause a change. Okay. Last one, ready? Give it everything you got. Squeeze all the way down towards the ground. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Open it up, open it up. Nice. Bracing your torso. You're gonna lift up the ground, kick it up to the side, and back to meet the other one. Now moving over towards our left side. Again, just gonna kick your left foot out toward the side, and you just rock back and forth, rocking up, rocking back, keeping your foot planted in position. Awesome. Coming back to center. Now here you can choose to do it elbows up, elbows down. Totally up to you. And from this point on, all I want you to do is to, so you're going to bring your shoulders down towards your glutes. Raise that core. I'm imagining you trying to shut a jar. So really externally rotating and twisting out in your elbows and at your wrist. Locking in those shoulders, locking in those elbows. Core is tight. And then when you're ready, all you're going to do is lift, hold, and rest. Right, so you got a really solid torso, really solid core, solid center, and you're just going to lift off that hip. Okay, ready? Lift. Again, lift. Again, lift, and down. Elbows locked, lift, and down. Last one, lift, down. Awesome. Coming back, sliding that leg out as far as you can. Now all you're going to do is externally rotate, really rotate as much as possible. Here, I don't want you to be shifting, rotating like this. No, I just want the isolation where at that hip joint. So you're going to bring that foot up towards your pinky toe as much as you can, and bringing that big toe down towards the ground as much as you can. Externally rotating. And this motion is all happening at the hip, right? So you're internally and externally rotating the hip. Right? And as you're doing that, you find you can slide even further out, challenging that groin tissue, right? Rotating in, rotating out. Nice. Bring yourself back to center, quadruped position, and let's go to the other side. So kick that right foot out, as far out as you can. Holding our position, rocking back and forth. Is planted on the ground. Nice. Awesome. And then you're going to slide your foot out as much as you can. Sorry, not yet. Not yet. Set your base. Ready? Lift. Hold. And down. Lift. And down. Again, lift, and down. Let's go. Lift, and down. Isolate your hip. Lift, and down. Last one. Go. Lift, and down. Now you drop that hip. Open as much as you can. Finding your base. So little tax me right now. Crazy. Oh. This help is really well because man, one little things just like change everything about how you perform, how you feel. It's crazy. Okay, go. Rotate. Externally rotate. Really feel that form. Feel those adductors. Feel those hamstrings. Let's go. Rotate inwards, bringing the big toe down towards the ground. All this is happening at the hip, remember? All this is happening at the hip. You're seeing motion at the foot level, but the rotation, the initiation is all happening at the hip. One side may feel tighter than the other, that's fine. Work with what you got. This is all about incremental progressions, right? Let's go. Nice. Awesome. Come back to center. All right, let's rinse out. So now hip cars. Right, so as I said, as I always say, it's a great way to be able to gauge, right, the results, the effect of the work that you just put in. So bringing that knee to chest, Definitely feel more fluid. Oh, night and day. Night and day. Night and day. Nice. Maintain the height. And back to center. Outside. Move your chest. Open up abduction. Internally rotate. Oh, particularly my right side is sticky. Internal rotation. And that just felt nice. Bam. Wave, jam.